Let's talk about how you can price your unique services or product or coaching or whatever it is you do as an expert. The thing is, you must be paid for what you're worth, because there's several downfalls to not being paid what you're worth. If you don't charge enough for what you do, you're going to have to enroll more clients. And that leaves you always on the hunt for more people. It leaves you stretched thin because now you don't have time to do all the other things that you want to do. I mean, you became a coach, an expert, so that you can really have freedom of time and do what it is you want to do, where you want to do it, with the clients, with the companies, with the people that you want to do it with. If you're not charging enough for your services, you're going to be run thin on time. It's just the reality. It happened to me about 1.5 years ago, and I'll tell you more about that. But if you're charging too much, then you're going to scare people away. A couple things are going to happen. If you charge too much for your service, you'll scare people away. You'll get them in the sales conversation. You'll tell them the price. And the worst possible thing that you can do is you tell someone the price, and in their mind, they're like, whoa, the value that I'm getting is not worth that price. What you're giving somebody should be valued at over 10 times what your actual price point is. So if you're delivering $20,000 worth of value, then your service should be $2,000 or less. I probably won't do any less if you're delivering $20,000 of value. But if your product is $100, then you're delivering over $1,000 of value, right? Under promise, over deliver. Under promise, over deliver, times 10. Because that's how you get more clients. That's how you get referrals. That's how you get people coming back to you over and over and over. And that's how you make a name for yourself in this industry. So the very first thing when it comes to pricing your product is, when you go to a restaurant, what will you generally pay more for? Will you pay more for the a la carte lobster, and then you get some crab on the side, and then maybe you get the fancy filet mignon, and then you order an extra side of mashed potatoes because it doesn't come with the meal, keywords, and then you order the green beans as an a la carte side, and you've got 8 different things stacked on this menu? Are you more likely to add 8 different things to your menu, 8 different things to your shopping cart? Or are you more likely to buy the thing on the menu that says seafood bundle? I don't know if it would be called a seafood bundle at a fancy restaurant, but I think you get where I'm going. Are you more likely to buy a bundle of goods or many individual things? If you're from the United States, then you've probably heard of a company named Spectrum Communications. They used to also be known as Time Warner Cable. Maybe you use Comcast or some other cable provider. Does your cable provider, when you sign up for service, ring you out for internet, cable, and home phone separately? No. They don't even price them separately. They don't even come as separate options unless you specifically ask for it. And then they try to get you to not do that because they want you to get the full package. You're able to charge more for what you do when you are delivering an experience, when you're taking everything that you have and you're putting it into a package. The reality is, people aren't buying coaching. People don't want to buy coaching. You see a lot of people with life coach in their tagline. And if you're someone with life coach in your tagline, I know it probably hurts to hear, but you need to get rid of it, because people aren't looking for a life coach or a la carte phone calls with you to go over your specific issue. They're not looking for that. Very rarely will they be looking for that. And the ones who aren't usually willing to pay more than like $50 an hour. And even then they're like, ooh, that's a lot to talk about a specific problem that I have. People are willing to pay for results. When you're able to offer somebody a specific result at the end of the duration of your package or your program, that's what people will buy. People don't want coaching calls. People want more confidence. People don't want coaching. They want better relationships with their spouse. They don't want coaching. They want higher bottom line in their business or their sales. People don't want coaching. They want results. Number 1 is to stop selling your things a la carte. Package your offer. Give it an awesome name. You should have a signature offer for what you do, and that offer packs with it a specific result. That way, when you're having a conversation, you can talk to someone determine their pain points, determine the problems, determine what their goals are. And if your program fits in with that, you can say, hey, I have a program that will help you to literally solve the exact problems that you're telling me about. Are you open to me talking about your program? As an example, I worked with one of my clients. His name is Jordan. He owns the company More Focus. He's a productivity coach. And we never labeled him ever as a life coach. We labeled him as a productivity coach, someone who has a specific package to help entrepreneurs and business owners. He knows exactly who his target client is, to get more focused. You go through his program and your life will be more focused. That's the result. It's not, I'll pay $50 with me and I'll hop on a phone call with you. It's no, you pay me $3,000 and for the next 3 months or 6 months or whatever you decide your package to be, I'm going to guide you through a process so that you can implement more focus and productivity into your life. And by the end of this program, you're going to get this specific result. Now, if you can deliver a result quicker for people, then you can charge even more for your services. But the point is, bundle whatever it is you're selling. Sell a package, not just these little a la carte options. Number 2, what is your service as a coach, consultant, expert? What is your service actually worth? Now, this is one of those things where I see a lot of people get hung up. I have conversations every single day in my inbox because my target audience is life coaches. Because I know if you're labeling yourself as a life coach, you're probably not earning money in your business, or you're earning very little, not nearly where you want to be earning. And listen, you deserve to be earning income. If you're a coach, consultant, expert, you should be prosperous in your business because you're doing great things in the world. I meet a lot of people who've got this belief that money is bad. I have a lot of people that I meet who have this belief that if they're earning a lot, that they're taking. And it's no, if you're earning a lot, it means you're providing at least 10x value for what it is you're earning. So the first thing you should keep in mind is, are you undervaluing yourself? What is your product actually worth? I had a coach the other day say to me, Brandon, there's no way I could charge $5,000 to $6,000 for my package. And I said, really? And she said, yeah. And she's a social emotional coach. She helps people manage their emotions so that they can be more prosperous in their business. And I said, okay, interesting. And we'll name her Kristen for the sake of this. That's not her name. I said, Kristen, who's your target? And she's like, what do you mean? I said, who's your target client? Who's your ideal client? She's like, well, I'm not really sure. And I said, well, imagine if your ideal client was a CEO. And this CEO is a very successful man or woman, and they want help managing their emotional state. Do you think a CEO would pay $5,000, 1% of their annual income, maybe a little bit more, depending on the CEO and depending on the company? Do you think they would pay $5,000 in order to have a stronger hold on their emotions so that they can make better business decisions? What will that $5,000 package make that CEO? And she's like, wow, I guess I can charge $5,000, because we need to stop looking at what we're charging, thinking that we're charging too much. It depends on the result that you're getting people. If you charge $3,000 for a business program, and that business program will help that person enroll one client at $5,000, they just made their money back and they profited. And now they have the knowledge that they can go forth and use forever to get even more clients. So what is your package worth? What's the price tag that someone is willing to pay to eliminate the problem? It all comes back to the problem. It all comes back to the result that your specific package is going to solve. You need to know a few things. Who's your target audience for your package? Before you do anything, you need to know who you're reaching. What kind of company? What industry are they in? What kind of person? What is their job title? What is their annual income? What is the problem that they're experiencing? And what's the price tag on the problem? And number 3, when it comes to pricing your packages, is what proof do you have? Who have you helped in the past? What results do you have on your track record that you've gotten for people? If you're B2B working with companies, what companies have you worked with? What were the results that you've got? What testimonials do you have? What recommendations did they give you? At the very beginning of my coaching journey, Number one, I didn't package my services. I didn't start earning money with my coaching until I actually packaged my service into an experience, into a course, into a program. And now I do the same thing when I work with other coaches, consultants, and experts. But at the beginning, I didn't have any social proof. At the beginning, I was trying to charge too much. It took time to get social proof, because how can you charge someone something if you don't know that you can deliver a result for somebody else? You might not like to hear this, but at the beginning, you might actually have to work with somebody for free. At the beginning, you might actually have to not tell them, I'm going to work with you for free. You tell them, hey, I'm willing to waive my fee in exchange for this form of value. And that form of value is probably a testimonial. That form of value could be a video of you presenting to their team. So now you've got video proof. Now you've got really strong social proof. So what proof do you have? Once you've got a laundry list of people that you've helped, and by the way, it doesn't have to be a ton. If you've worked with a business and you help them to increase their bottom line by this much, then you can go to the next business that's similar to that one, and you can say, hey, this is what I did for this business that's similar to yours. I'd love to do the same for you. Do you have some time to talk about what my package looks like so that I can help you to implement these same results? And they're going to be like, yeah, sounds good. If you can help me make 10,000 and I'm spending 3,000, what is that? That's like a 350 times investment. Most business leaders are going to be like, hell yeah, let's do it. It's just a matter of getting in front of them, which we've talked about in many live videos before. So number one is package your service. People don't want coaching, they want results. Number two, how much is your result actually worth? And number three, what proof do you have? Start working with people and then raise your prices. Once your calendar begins to become full with all the people that you're working with, all the businesses that you're helping, whatever it is you do, then obviously your time is now more valuable. You have to make room for the most ideal of your clients, and then charge more for your services. Grandfather some people in for a certain amount of time. And then when you take on more people, say, hey, I've raised my prices recently because look at all the results I'm getting for these people. The key component here is don't undercut yourself. Always charge what you're worth, but have the proof to back it up. So I want to know, how will you take these pricing strategies and philosophies and apply them to your expert in knowledge business? Let me know in the comments. As always, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you can see all the future videos we post. And if you found this video valuable, please hit the like button so it can be shown to more people. I know some of you are saying to yourself, this has been great information, but how can I work with you specifically to go over my specific business? Well, I've got a link in the description that you can click and schedule a clarity call with myself, where I will help guide you by the hand to get the specific result you want with your expert business. And be sure, check out these videos next, because if you liked this one, you're going to love these ones. Thanks so much for watching. And until we talk again next time, continue to be better.